welcome to the show. Tonight we're going to be talking some serious politics. My name is Patrick Jones. I'm the president of the Chicago chapter of ABATE of Illinois. And to my right is Mr. Dan Harper, the legislative director for the state of ABATE of Illinois.
Hello. We're back. We both need haircuts.
Oh yeah, I'm getting shaggy. I think I'm like in the hippie stages. What are we going to talk about tonight?
We'll start off. We have a piece of legislation. If you want to hit the other, not that page, but the other Google page.
Okay.
It is SB 2233. We're asking you to call all your state senators this week. As you know, the General Assembly's back in session for the veto session. They usually don't take new bills, but this is one we've introduced. It had its first reading today and went to assignments. It should hopefully come to a committee tomorrow. The problem is we need 3 days to pass it. So call all your state senators and ask them to vote yes on SB 2233. What it is you want to hit the button so it can go on the screen.
And if they want to have them sign on, can they sign on?
Yes, they can sign on as sponsors. What it is it says DNR appropriations. What it does basically is it frees up the cycle rider training fund money. That is a fund that is, I'm sorry, not cycle rider training, but the off-highway trail fund. And what that is, that's a fund that was set up by the off-road riders. If you ride at an off-road park, you have to have a yellow sticker on your ATV. And what it is that money goes into a fund to help the parks and that with their operating costs and trail management and stuff like that. This was something we set up, wow, many years ago, along with the Cycle Rider Training Fund. What happened was DNR did not appropriate any of that money in the budget. I don't know why. We with ABATE deal with legislation and motorcycle legislation. We don't deal with the appropriations part of it. We expect the Cycle Rider Training Fund to ask for their appropriations. We expect the Off-Highway Trail Fund through DNR to ask for theirs. Basically what this is to pay bills that are owed to people for the last 3 years.
Where's this money sitting at right now?
This money's just sitting there.
But it is there in an account.
It's there because they've been collecting the money every year for the stickers.
Okay.
And it's the same way as when we have the extra $5 on our license.
Correct.
And the money from our license plates that goes to Cycle Rider Training Fund. We agreed to this. The other option we have is just, okay, we'll have a repeal and no more stickers. That fund was a good fund that Rod Blagojevich liked to sweep all the money out of. And
Judy would tell him, I'm not writing that check.
Exactly.
Judy, we miss you. Rest in peace, baby.
So, but yeah, that's basically what we're working on right now. 3 days this week. If we get it out of the Senate and it goes to the House, we're going to ask you to call all your representatives next week. So, Pat's typing. That's a dangerous thing.
I know. Don't worry. Just keep talking.
We are the Chicago chapter of ABATE of Illinois. We meet on the third Wednesdays of the month at the brewery, which is
3848 North Harlem Avenue.
Okay. And then, of course, back from Puerto Rico on the phones is Oscar.
Our man in the streets and man overseas.
Yes. So we will get him on here within the next couple of weeks to tell about the motorcycle riding situations in Puerto Rico.
He was telling me a story about a motorcycle cop that was just unbelievable going through traffic. Right, Oscar? He's shaking his head. Yeah, that means yes. You know, wave, Oscar. He's waving to all you guys.
Yeah.
So that's Oscar waving to you. Wave. Anyways, we do have a little bit of politics we want to talk about tonight.
Okay, we doing
So-
that. We gonna do that politics first.
No. We're gonna do bad stuff first.
Okay,
Let's do the bad stuff,
Okay.
and then we'll do the.
and then we'll
Great
talk
stuff.
about the cop doing the pit maneuver.
Why don't we talk about that right now?
Okay.
It seems that a small town in Illinois, namely West Frankfort, like mile marker 65 off of I-57, Southern Illinois, town that I know very well. There was a mishap down there. Explain.
Evidently, it was someone on a sport bike ran a stop sign, ran a motorcycle.
With a passenger.
With a passenger. Rookie cop from West Frankfort. And now this is all hearsay. This is what we were told.
Well, we have
Supposed to be
somebody
getting
working on it right
we have,
now.
We have a lot of people working on it right now because they came to ABATE of Illinois. This was brought up at our state board meeting on Saturday. That the officer gave chase, and as a rookie decided he was watching cops and decided to do a pit maneuver
On a motorcycle.
on the motorcycle.
Anybody know what a pit maneuver is?
He was in
You
a
know?
squad car, by the way. So it wasn't like it was a motorcycle doing a pit maneuver to a motorcycle. It was a squad car doing a pit maneuver to a motorcycle. Are you going to play a pit maneuver video?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a pit maneuver.
So, yes. So, luckily, I mean, the rider and his passenger flew off the bike, and he went down, and...
Whoa!
Okay, so
Following the chase.
nah, we're not gonna go 12
just
minutes.
firing a
Okay.
weapon. I
See
think
if
he
we
just
could
threw it. They're
find
on
a
the
better
freeway.
one
He just
for you.
shot his gun a couple of rounds.
He shot at his gun.
Guys, get him.
All right, you know
Cops
what?
eventually cornered the car
Okay,
by
go.
crashing
I was going to say
into
go.
I can't do somebody who shot at his gun.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
All right, no. Anyways,
Anyway.
pit maneuver is when the squad car comes up alongside the back of your vehicle and it just bumps into you. Sends you sideways, everybody jumps out, guns drawn to grab you. On a motorcycle, that's going to hurt.
Yes.
I think it's going to leave a mark.
Yes.
And it's going to leave a mark on the town. It's going to leave a mark on their financials. I guarantee you that. They're going to be sued. Okay? Police officer, rookie, you were brand new. You serious? You're not going to work anywhere. Well, corrections. I take it back. You'll work at the correctional facility. That'll be all you're good for anymore. Because,
Big Muddy.
yeah, that's
Big
where
Muddy.
you'll be. You'll be at Big Muddy, working as a corrections officer, and you were a police officer. Anyways, hopefully he's suspended. All right, let's go up north now, from
Okay.
south to north.
Harvard, Illinois. That
By reliable sources.
by reliable
not,
sources,
Not hearsay.
not hearsay, that the police in Harvard, Illinois were stopping motorcycles and telling them to go around Harvard. Let me get the quote from the deputy chief of police, though. So anyway, so what happened was we had some people long story, there's a gang ordinance there that may be troublesome, but it hasn't been used in 20 years. The deputy chief was surprised by my call, and he says he received an email over the weekend from someone asking about wearing a Harley vest through town. He'd like more information on where this idea originated from. But the person I had talking to the deputy chief also said, I feel that the deputy chief may not have been truthful with me. We'll see. And what happened was because we had brought it up to him, all of a sudden he came up with this anti-gang ordinance that they had. Mike Brush, the state safety and ed coordinator for ABATE of Illinois, went to Harvard. It was balloon days. He was wearing a black leather vest with patches on it, but no patches on the back. It was basically his ABATE vest. Had a couple of ABATE patches and stuff on it. He was stopped and told that's a gang affiliated sign, and you know, there's anti-gang ordinance, you're not allowed in town. Now, he was told this by a police officer. That's why I'm tending to believe that either the deputy chief didn't know what was going on.
Or the officer was just an idiot.
Yes. But
Let's
also,
go back a few years.
Okay.
Addison, Illinois.
Yes.
Open Roads Radio.
Yep.
Open event. Open to everybody.
It was a bike night.
Bike night. We get invited. We're
Yes.
invited to go
By
down
Open Road Radio.
Open Road Radio. We go down, we pull in. No colors. No colors at a motorcycle event. So we take our vests off. We put them in my tour pack. But as we look through the crowd, the veteran riders,
Yeah.
Fuel-
American Legion
American
riders
Legion, and all kinds of other people
and
have-
Hog people
have their
had,
vests on.
had their vests on.
Or Masons and Shriners going to an event. So they're taking down our license plate numbers, and I go, can I ask why you're doing that? For no reason, we're just looking at license plates, we're looking at your bikes. All right, just making sure that they're valid. I happened to work somewhere where I had access to a police computer. Everybody who knows me knows where I worked. So when I got in my car that night, I ran my plate to make sure that my computer was up and everything, and
Like you normally do.
lo and behold, doot, 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 doot. Village of Addison ran my plate like 4 times, ran my VIN number. So I went to our lawyer, Gil Ross, told him what I got. Long story short, we had a very nice meeting with the Village of Addison, where they apologized profusely. They said that any other events, they would not have signs like that. Subsequently, I had a sergeant say that I got into an argument with her and tried to get me fired from my job. It was a good friend of ours from a club, another MC, who actually got in the fight with her. Not a fight, but verbal, and he actually left the event, remember?
Yes, and he happened to be working the event.
Exactly. He was the co-host of Open Road Radio at the time. So, you know what? Police lie. It's a fact, okay? The chief can deny everything he wants, because when we went into the meeting, the chief didn't know that I had the printout from the computer that night. And I said, he goes, absolutely not. We don't run license plates and VIN numbers. I said, well, can you explain this? And when he seen it, he almost crapped his slacks. It's like, where did you get that? I said, oh, it was in my squad car. I pulled it up on the screen and printed it out. I said, so don't lie to me. There's no reason to. I don't know what you thought you were going to find, but our lawyers are just thrilled about this. And the promoter, too. He was crying, how could you guys do that? And, we tried to have a nice event for you. No. You know what? You tried to have a nice event, and then you tried to stick it in everybody's ass. Yes, I said it. Ass. Look at Oscar. He's blushing.
Yeah.
Oscar, don't blush. It's a normal thing. It's a function.
So if you have been through Harvard, Illinois, and the police have told you
No,
not
wait.
to go
Any
through
town.
Illinois.
Not
Well,
Harvard. Any town. Harvard, yes. Hebron is the next one that we were told they're doing it in.
Yes.
But any town, call us. You can call us tonight, 312-738-1060. We're going to get Omari a raise tonight, by the way.
Okay.
Okay? But first, we're going to do some politicking. A member of our chapter, the Chicago chapter of ABATE of Illinois, a member in good standing, I think he expires in 2020,
Yeah.
is what I've been told by the membership coordinator for the chapter. He made an announcement. But before he made an announcement, somebody called Mr. Harper, who is the...
Well, no, this was after he made the announcement.
Well, after he made the announcement, either way. They called Mr. Harper, who's the state legislative coordinator.
And the article's in the Sun-Times today.
Yeah, so the long and short of it is,
Click on that black thing there, so if you call it up, you don't have to.
yeah, now what? Now what?
Okay, hit the
Yeah,
back button.
don't tell me to click anything clicky.
Okay.
So anyways,
He doesn't know how to use a computer
This-
unless it's in a squad car.
I don't do that no more.
Okay.
Look at Oscar, he's dancing now. What are you dancing for?
He's trying
Anyways,
to run out.
so I have you quoted here as saying, I know his bike, he's a writer, said Dan Harper, ABATE of Illinois, which stands for, oddly enough, a brotherhood aimed towards education. Harper, who was ridden with Rauner, said the governor also passes some biker muster because before he became governor, he regularly went to Sturgis, South Dakota for the famous and infamous annual biker rally. He was going there almost every year, Harper said. Harper, who serves as legislative coordinator for the Motorcycle Education and Advocacy, remember, advocacy group, said the governor most recently rode in the Duquesne Toy run by Judy and the guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and Santa Girls.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on the show. We love you. We'd like to more love you.
Thank God they don't have a picture of him with the Santa Girls.
Why?
Well, just because, you know, it's politics.
So,
J.B. Pritzker would have it in his ad.
well, let me tell you something about J.B. Pritzker.
No, let's finish this.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, Harper says, in my opinion, he's a biker, adding it's a great source of stress relief for a man with a lot on his shoulders.
That was not my quote.
However,
It was a great stress relief. You don't see a motorcycle in front of a psychiatrist's office.
what if the psychiatrist rides the motorcycle, though?
Oh, well.
I got to call Bo. I got to call Bo on
okay.
it. Look at Oscar. I almost got it, didn't I? So, tonight, we are going to show you
What was all the hubbub? Because
What?
they were what the point of the story was, they were asking if he was smoking lightning or smoking mirrors.
right. Was he biker or biker wannabe?
Yes.
You know, because one of the articles said biker wannabe or some crap like that. But tonight, live, not actually live, I'm just going to press a button, and we're going to watch it.
They said it couldn't be done, that it was crazy to think this place could be saved, that we should give up, give in, and resign our hopes and dreams to a corrupt culture of permanent political failure. The Madigan machine is just too strong, they say. It will never go away. It will never fail to fail us. It's time to just accept corruption and stagnation as not only what we have, but who we are. Well, I say we can't and we won't. This is Illinois. This is home. 4 years ago, I crisscrossed our state, looked people in the eye, and promised to fight business as usual. Together, we've taken on the toughest fights: property taxes, education, criminal justice, ethics. We've won some and we've lost some, but nothing worthwhile is ever easy. Illinois still needs property tax relief, real term limits, and a budget that won't bankrupt or break us. In spite of the odds, millions of us believe. We believe in the future our kids deserve, and the possibilities of this great place we still call home. Now, we have a choice. We can throw in the towel, walk away, and leave our future to the same corrupt career politicians, or we can fight. I choose to fight.
Okay, that is a member of our Chicago chapter who happens to be running for his second term as governor.
Yes.
Is he the only governor on a motorcycle? No. There's another guy, a little higher up, that we know rides a motorcycle, and I believe he's a member of ABATE of Indiana.
Yes.
What's his name now?
Well, Scott Walker. Well, no, Scott
No,
Walker's the
Scott
governor
Walker.
of Wisconsin.
That's the Wisconsin guy.
Who also rides a
Who
motorcycle.
happens to ride a motorcycle. But there's a guy named Mike
Spencer?
Mike Pence.
Mike Pence.
Mike Pence. I believe he rides a motorcycle. In fact, I've seen him on a motorcycle. And if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if you're watching it in Indiana. He is a member of Indiana of ABATE of Indiana.
Yeah.
So I don't know what chapter. I don't know how they structure their chapters.
I think they go by regions.
But I'm going to explain something to you. before he wanted to be governor, he rode a motorcycle. Plain and simple. They say, oh no, he must have just started riding. I call bull, because he was riding a motorcycle long before. His mileage just showed 30,570 odd miles on
And
it.
for a guy with that much money, he's got an '06.
Yep.
So,
What are you saying? He should give us that bike and we could raffle it off?
yeah, there we go.
Whoa. Somebody get the governor on the phone. Tell him we need his bike. We're going to raffle it off for him.
And actually, we did go on a ride, and I went into his tour pack. That's what he gets for not locking his tour pack.
Well, you went in there for cigars.
No, I was going to my tour pack, but since I have the almost exact same color bike next to his bike, and I'm like,
Did you steal his cigars?
no, I was going in to my bike for my cigars. I
I
got
know,
better
but-
cigars.
No, he's got the cigars with the tube with his name on them.
Well, not
Yours
that.
don't have your name on them.
No.
Anyways,
Unless my name's Monte Cristo.
he is a... Wow. New name for Harper. Monte Cristo. Anyways, he is a member of our chapter.
It's coming to count.
He is a motorcycle riding son of a gun. He does ride a motorcycle. We've seen it. That's not a joke. He
And
is...
That's why a couple other people brought up about the Carhartt jacket.
Okay, he wears a Carhartt jacket. I have one,
Yeah,
you know.
and it's
Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm going to explain something, because whether they want to believe it or not,
Oscar wears a Carhartt jacket.
Oscar wears a Carhartt jacket. Okay? He does. He is a man of the people.
Yeah.
He really is. Okay? I mean,
he hunts.
he hunts,
He
he does
takes
everything.
Stella. He takes his bird dog out in the farms around.
And he'll hang out with you.
Yeah,
Just call him. He'll call you and
and
ask
he
you if
likes
you want to hang
likes
out with him.
doing selfies.
Yes, he's got long arms. When he does a selfie, everybody's in the picture, as we well know. I wouldn't throw stuff around in his basement at the mansion and get busted throwing matches all over, like some people.
That's Danny's fault. He couldn't catch.
You threw the matches.
I threw the matches. He couldn't catch them.
How's he going to catch them? When you threw
No,
the
I
matches,
threw
the
the
box
I threw
opened
the
and they
box.
shot all over.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Back to the goal.
that was a good night.
yeah.
Anyways, Chicago chapter of ABATE of Illinois thoroughly supports our member. Just like any member, when Diane Shapiro runs for office, we fully support her. In fact,
We don't. Now this is me being legislative. We as the Chicago chapter cannot endorse anyone. We can support people,
with permission, we can,
but
from the PACs.
well, no, the PACs have to endorse.
Right.
The PACs have to endorse, and if the PACs endorse someone other than him, we would have to support someone else. But I don't see that happening. But who knows? It's election time. It's election time.
I had one this morning.
That's the other time. That's the other thing is, if you're a good ABATE member, talk to our chapter legislative director. Get out there and start working on some campaigns. Go out and get petitions signed, and there's going to be like 25
Oh, at least.
to 30 new members in the Illinois General Assembly next year. You've got people retiring.
Now wait, from what I heard on the radio this morning, there's 1 million Democrats running for the governor's spot.
Oh yeah.
But nobody's announced for Republican.
Well, yeah, Bruce has.
Right. He's the only one who's announced that he's running for the
State
Republican.
Representative Jeannie Ives
Not a
is
chance.
talking about it,
Not a chance.
and that's because of
He's
his.
got as much of a chance, or she, as this guy right here. You think he could be governor? Oscar for governor?
He's shaking his head no,
No?
but
He declined the nomination? Wow.
but it's going to be very interesting next year. Everybody that's in the House and Senate that hasn't left is still going to be there, but this is going to be a very interesting election because you've got people on both sides that are retiring, trying to move up from the House to the Senate,
Madigan retiring?
running for a state. No.
Oh.
And
Tried. Sorry, Mike.
basically,
Sorry, throw it out there.
Basically,
time.
that's, well, Lisa Madigan's retiring.
You know, I think she did a great job. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay? If she wanted, the only bad thing for her is if she wanted to run for a county board, they would not elect her.
No.
They wouldn't do it. Mike, you could throw out 1 million people to go out and bang doors and get signatures. They wouldn't elect her because of you. Okay? If she wanted to run for any other state office, any county office, you got her screwed by being the person that you are. Your name
Unless she
carries
runs
bad
for
weight.
mayor of the city of Chicago.
Now, see, I would, if I'll go and vote for her anyways because I can do that. In the city of Chicago, that would be awesome. I would love to see that happen. Lisa Madigan, mayor. That's when you tell your father it's time to go, Pops. So anyways, tonight we have talked a lot about politics. Now we got to talk about some writing. Right now, leaves are falling, which means the rain and the leaves make it very slippery if you're riding your bike, and I did see a bike tonight. It wasn't Oscar. He wasn't riding tonight. So,
And don't forget, call your senators and representatives, SB 2233.
right.
Uh,
Ask him to sponsor it.
ask them to sponsor it. Ask them to vote yes on it.
Exactly. Tech tips, make sure your tire pressure's up and it's right. You know, go hit a gas station. Go spend the $1 at the dollar store. Buy an air gauge. I know.
And then bring it to Pat's garage and
No,
have
don't
Oscar
bring it.
check
We
all
have
the,
them. We
and
have air
Oscar
gauges.
check all the
We
air
have
and
air
all the
gauges
tires.
now. We're good with that. I've got a brand new one.
Oscar's telling you to quit, to knock it off.
Did you just flash me?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Okay, we just got the wrap-up sign. So, uh-oh. This just in. Hey, it's from Little Tommy.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Okay.
Tommy.
Little Tommy, Dark Side Chapter Widow's son, says, watch out for deer.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. In case you didn't know, a deer decided it could jump over Little Tommy because he's not really a big guy, and he figured he could jump over him.
Instead, it landed in between
Right.
him and Tanya on the bike.
So we didn't get no deer meat. His bike got wrecked. Not real bad. I think they stole parts off of it. I think they stole his lights. So
anyway,
watch out
until
for
next
deer.
week.
No. I'm going till 9 o'clock.
The boss is out there. The boss is out there.
All right,
He's
we're
going
getting the
up,
signal
up,
to wrap up. Guys, we'll be back here next week. We'll see you then with Oscar.